Acts on Stage is a new theater company that is in White Center that launched at the start of the pandemic, which is just so wild. Their mission is to focus its work on elevating the voices, talents, and works of people of color.
Yeah, their new show, Pipeline, opens March 31st, and today we're joined by the founder, Michelle Lang Raymond, director Isaiah Anderson Jr., and the lead actor, Joshua Webb. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. Michelle, talk to us about kind of what inspired you to open Acts on Stage.
Yeah, you kind of already said it. You know, we know that there's a lot of theaters in the Seattle area, but we really wanted to open a theater with a distinction of centering voices of color, the works of color, talents of color, and for creatives of faith. Both Isaiah and I, we've been black our whole life, and we've been people of faith.
You don't say.
Yeah, we said no, but just in case. We've been black our whole life, but we have also been people of faith most of our life, and we wanted to create a space where those kinds of people, or those people, I should say, felt like they could share themselves creatively and they could share who they were as artists. And so that's why we started Acts on Stage.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Isaiah, you co-founded and are directing the production, Pipeline. So tell us about the show and the message behind it.
The message behind Pipeline is, some people will clearly say it's the school to prison pipeline story. This one is more about relationships and what happens with young people, especially young people of color, young males of color, who are not able to address certain issues. And once they get into that system, because those issues that they had been dealing with in the past weren't addressed properly, that they get caught up. And so this is really about relationships and how we should foster them and how we should go about taking care of them. Yeah.
Wow. And Joshua, I know you weren't originally planning on being an actor, right? How did you get recruited for this? How did they discover you?
Working at a restaurant called Classic Eats in Burien, Washington. Been a server there for about 2 years. I've known Michelle Lang and Isaiah. I've served them multiple times. Didn't even know they were doing it. I just was serving them. Isaiah's always been so cool with me. Miss Michelle knows my mother, so, you know, we're always cool. And then one day, just like, they texted Tony like, hey, like, can you have Josh reach out to us? And I was like, yeah. I was like, what's going on? I was like, you guys meet me? And they're like, yeah, we have a little audition for you that we would like you to try out on. I'm like, okay, like,
oh my God.
let's do it. Like, I was like, whatever. And
Yeah,
Fully discovered.
and you're liking it.
yeah,
You're digging it.
Since then, you know, I've been particularly happy with this, and this could be a dream of mine.
That is so cool.
Love to hear it.
Regulars at the restaurant where he
Yes.
works.
Yeah.
And so we would see him all the time just being so open with the customers, and we're like, he could do this. And when we thought about this role, we're like, I think Josh could actually pull this off. And so that's how it happened.
So you always hear those stories, but you're like, does that really happen? It happened.
Wow, it
I was
is.
in the restaurant doing nothing. I'm here.
I love it. And Isaiah, you have produced and directed for over 25 years.
Yes.
Shows at the Paramount, the Moore, Seattle Rep Theaters. So talk to us about your journey as one of the few black directors in the city.
Oh, well, man, I've just been blessed, truly. I came to Seattle in '84 from Chicago.
Oh, wow.
And was blessed enough to run into and be a part of the Langston Hughes Performing Arts Institute with Steve Sneed and Rico Bembry and all those guys from the Parks Department. And they took me under their wings, and I just kind of been studying and practicing and learning, and it's just a blessing to be able to give my view from an audience perspective when I'm directing.
That's beautiful. And Michelle, we'd love to hear who you think the show is for. Why should people watch it?
Yeah, we think everybody should come to every show all the time. But this time, seriously, Pipeline is such an important story. It's such an important, relevant issue right now. The school to prison pipeline is a very real thing, and we're talking about it in an artistic way, but it's a lot to do with parenting and co-parenting and teachers and the people who work in schools and the people who work in social services and the people who just care about kids falling through the cracks. And so even though this seems like it's a show about kids, it's not. It's a show about the whole system. And so anybody that cares about the systems or systems that we all live in should come see this show. I think it's meaningful for so many segments of our society.
Yeah, and we're actually going to get to see a little preview of their upcoming production, Pipeline, right now. So we're going to get off the stage. Take it away.
All right.
Omari, I think I'm in love with you.
I think I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
Somewhere else. Got some money saved up, child support stash from the old man. It adds up when you don't spend it.
You just gonna run away from your problems?
What else am I gonna do? Stay here, let them take away my life, my future?
Maybe not.
Man, they recorded it.
So, threaten anybody who puts it up.
I'll never be able to trace it. If it goes viral, I'm a rap. And it's gonna go viral.
Forget it then. You'll be a celebrity.
I'll be public enemy #1.
You won't.
I'll be a monster.
You'll be that person nobody mess with.
That ain't the legacy I was trying to leave.
What legacy you gonna leave now? Running away?
I just gotta go, Jasmine.
Amari, where have you been?
With friends?
Friends.
Trying to catch a bus over to Oregon.
Oregon? What were you gonna... Oregon?
My boy Rashad said he had a small crib there from when his father had passed. Said he had a couch.
So that's the plan, huh? Run off and not face any of this? Leave me here to deal with the mess. That's the plan?
It was something. I don't know about a plan.
What would happen? Plan go away?
I don't know, Ma. I just came back.
I see.
You been smoking?
You've been fighting?
You want to hear, or do you even care?
Don't do that, Omari.
Do what?
Ask if I care. Put this on me, deflect. That is not going to float right now.
I'm not trying to deflect right now, Ma. I'm asking if you care to hear, if you prefer not to hear. Because maybe the details won't make it better right now.
I always care.
I'm not saying you don't.
Then yes, tell me the gory details. I want to know what devil got into your hands and made you attack.
You don't understand.
Make me.
Great job. Wow, that was intense.
That was so good.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Wow.
Of course.
Oh my goodness.
Woo. Joshua Webb, Rosa Nicole Brooker, and Dariana Thompson. That was so amazing. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having us again.
Yeah, excellent job. And again, you can catch acts on stage production of Pipeline. So emotional and beautiful. We have more information on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. Thank you
job
once again.
Thank you so much.
Coming up next, it is time for Emerald Eats.
Yes, Bar Soleil is showing us how to make